Let me tell you something that nobody ever told you before. If people keep saying you don't look your age, it's not just genetics. It's not just skincare. It's spiritual. It's divine confirmation that you were never meant to live a normal life. If you look younger than your age, it's not because of your skincare routine. It's not your diet. It's not even your DNA. It's spiritual. Your youth is not a coincidence. It's a sign that your soul has walked through lifetimes, carrying the kind of wisdom that doesn't wrinkle. You were never meant to age like the world because you were never meant to be like the world. You are walking proof that something divine is at work inside you. People see your face and think you've been lucky. They don't realize the battles you've survived, the nights you cried yourself to sleep, the storms you walked through without breaking. You didn't stay young because life was easy. You stayed young because your soul refused to grow bitter. And that choice, to heal instead of hate, to rise instead of rot, has preserved you more than any medicine ever could. When your spirit is strong, time slows down. That's why you look younger. You've tapped into something most people ignore: inner power, spiritual energy, a life force that doesn't age with your body. Because your body isn't leading your life, your soul is. And your soul has mastered the art of not absorbing what doesn't belong to it. You let pain visit, but you never let it unpack. You felt sorrow, but you didn't become it. That's why your face still glows. You're not aging like the rest because you're not living like the rest. You don't carry anger in your chest anymore. You don't chase people who don't see you. You don't beg for love that doesn't choose you. You've learned how to protect your soul, and now your soul is protecting your body. That's why people are stunned when they find out your age, because your energy is so clean, your skin reflects it. Your presence is so light, your face reveals it. Most people wear their pain on their faces. You can see their fear in their eyes, their regret in their posture. But you look untouched, like the chaos didn't reach you, like life tried to ruin you, but you wouldn't let it. And that's not just strength, that's divine. You've been covered, watched over, preserved for a purpose bigger than beauty, and your appearance is proof that you are being used for something higher. There are people your age who look twice as old. You know why? Because they gave their soul to things that weren't worth it. They drowned in stress, stayed in situations that poisoned them, lived to impress instead of express. But you chose peace over popularity. You chose solitude over fake company. You chose purpose over pressure. And that choice rewrote your timeline. You're not just young, you're ageless. This is why you don't relate to people your age. You're not from the same spiritual frequency. Your journey wasn't built around ego and validation. It was built on growth, depth, awakening. And that shows, not in what you say, in how you show up. Your glow doesn't come from a bottle. It comes from your decisions. From the moments you chose silence over screaming, forgiveness over fury, alignment over approval. There's a reason you walk into rooms and people stare a little longer. It's not just how you look. It's what you carry. They don't know how to explain it, but they feel it. You feel younger, lighter, freer. Because you are. Your soul shed things that other people still hold. That's what's keeping them stuck in time. But you've moved on, you've let go. And in return, time has let go of you. Your youth is a spiritual reward, a result of emotional intelligence, energetic discipline. The inner work you've done is now visible in your outer world. You prayed, you cried, you healed, and now people think it's good genes. No, it's good choices. It's good energy. It's your refusal to let the world harden you, and the universe noticed. You didn't stay youthful because life went easy on you. You stayed youthful because you didn't let it take your light. Every time life hit you, you bounced back instead of breaking down. You rebuilt your spirit instead of surrendering it. You cleaned your energy when it got heavy. You sat with your pain until it taught you something. That kind of discipline, it keeps you glowing. You have a sacred energy, a timeless aura. You're not meant to fit into this world. You're meant to disrupt it, and the first sign is how you carry time differently. You're not rushing. You're not desperate. You're not lost. You're aligned, grounded, awake. That calmness in you, it radiates. That strength, it shows up before you speak. That self-trust, it makes people wonder what your secret is, but they wouldn't believe it even if you told them. They think it's diet, it's mindset, it's fitness, but it's not. It's soul care. You stopped entertaining chaos. You stopped shrinking for people who didn't clap. You stopped explaining yourself to those who chose not to understand. And your body said, thank you. Your mind said, finally. And time said, I'll wait. You've mastered something people twice your age haven't. The art of not letting external noise poison your internal peace. That's why you're glowing. That's why you're radiant. You've become untouchable, not by hiding from the world, but by rising above it. That elevation, it doesn't just change how you feel. It changes how you look. Your youthful appearance is not for vanity. It's a signal, a message from the universe that you are on the right path, that your soul has remained untouched by the corrosion of this world, that your purpose is too sacred to be rushed. You are aging in alignment, not fear. And that's why the world can't put a number on you. You are not behind. You are not late. You are preserved, prepared, protected, because your life is unfolding by divine design, not societal pressure. You are not bound to the timeline of the world. You are moving to the rhythm of your own awakening. And every wrinkle you don't have, that's spiritual evidence that your soul is doing what it came here to do, and the body is just following its lead. You don't look young because life has been easy on you. You look young because you've mastered peace in a world that thrives on chaos. You've done what most people never do. You've learned how to protect your energy like it's sacred, because it is. While others age from the weight they carry, you've lightened your load by refusing to carry what doesn't belong to you. You stopped trying to fix everyone. You stopped explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. And the moment you did that, your body began to heal. You're not preserving youth, you're preserving boundaries. You don't fight for a seat at the table anymore. You don't argue with people who don't get it. You've learned the power of silence, and that silence is what's keeping you young. Every time you chose peace over reaction, every time you walked away instead of engaging, you told the universe, my energy matters. And the universe responded by making your glow untouchable. The reason you still look like you haven't been through hell is because you refuse to make pain your identity. Yes, you've been hurt. Yes, you've cried. But you never let it define you. You let it pass through you. You felt it, faced it, and then freed yourself. And when you did that, your spirit stopped aging. Most people live in a state of constant emotional inflammation. Always reacting, always triggered, always carrying 10 conversations in their head from 5 years ago. You let that go. That's why your skin is clear. That's why your aura is soft. That's why time can't catch you. Peace is your anti-aging serum. While others run to procedures, you ran toward healing. While they obsess over the mirror, you focused on the mind. And that inner work is doing something no surgeon ever could. It's making you radiant from the inside out. Your youth isn't something you bought, it's something you earned. Through every decision to stop pleasing people, to stop defending your worth, to stop staying in places that made you question your value, you glow differently when you're not in survival mode. You glow when you're not in relationships that drain you, when you're not living for likes, when you're not available for emotional chaos. You glow because your nervous system isn't fighting invisible wars anymore. That glow, that's your body finally breathing. That's your soul resting. That's what peace does. It removes the internal tension that ages people before their time. Most people look older because their hearts are heavy. They're still mad about things they never processed, still clinging to people who left, still stuck in loops they refuse to break. You stopped doing that. You made a radical decision to live free. And freedom has a look to it. It's not loud. It's not flashy. It's calm, confident, quietly powerful. And when people look at you and say, you look so young, what they're really saying is, You look free. You took your power back by not reacting to every trigger, by not joining every fight, by not explaining your vision to small minds. That's the discipline people don't talk about. The ability to choose peace even when your ego wants revenge. The ability to let people misunderstand you and still walk away with your head high. That kind of inner strength doesn't just change your life, it rewires your biology. Because stress kills cells, anger rewrites DNA, resentment weakens immunity. You didn't just choose peace to feel better, you chose it to live longer. You stopped looking for closure, you stopped reopening old wounds, you started meditating instead of retaliating, you started journaling instead of arguing, you started listening to your intuition instead of everyone else's noise. And the moment you did that, the aging stopped. The tension faded, the glow returned. Because your body knew you were finally safe. Peace is not passive. Peace is a choice you make every single day. When you let that comment slide, when you ignore the drama, when you walk away from what no longer serves you, that's power. That's control. And most people will never have that. They're still addicted to emotional chaos, still reliving arguments in their minds, still giving energy to people who drain them. You stop doing that, and that's why you're aging in reverse. Your calm is intimidating because it's rare. Your detachment is confusing because people expect you to react. But you're not here to play emotional ping pong. You're not here to constantly explain yourself. You're not here to fix broken people who refuse to grow. You're here to evolve. And when you made that decision, your spirit rose and your skin responded. Your eyes cleared, your smile softened, your posture changed. Because you were no longer fighting the world, you were walking above it. People don't understand how powerful a regulated nervous system is. They don't realize that when you're calm, you're not just chill. You're winning. You're healing your body, balancing your hormones, reducing inflammation. That's science. But deeper than that, you're telling your soul, I am safe now. I am home now. I am not chasing love, approval, or chaos. I am choosing me. And your entire being responds to that choice. There's a reason you're aging slower than everyone else. It's because you stopped rushing. You stopped chasing timelines. You stopped comparing your life to strangers online. You started moving at the speed of intuition, not desperation. And that changed everything. You're no longer living to impress. You're living to align. And alignment is youth. Alignment is glow. Alignment is ageless. You stop needing to be loud. You don't need to prove you've healed. You are the proof. Your presence speaks before you do. People feel it in your energy. You walk into a room and they sense your peace. They see your glow, and they don't understand it. Because they haven't done what you've done. They haven't had the courage to let go of everything toxic, but you did. And now your life is speaking for you. You don't have wrinkles on your soul. You don't carry bags under your eyes from staying up worrying about people who don't even worry about themselves. You sleep well because your conscience is clear. You wake up light because your spirit is no longer shackled by what ifs and should haves. That's why you still look young. That's why you radiate. You're not just aging slowly, you're aging clean. Every time you said no to drama, your body said yes to healing. Every time you walked away from manipulation, your spirit expanded. Every time you chose solitude over fake company, your aura strengthened. And now people are looking at you wondering what your secret is. But the truth is, your peace is the secret. Your discipline is the secret. This world doesn't reward peace. It distracts from it. But you stayed focused. You chose differently. And that choice, it gave you something no product can buy. It gave you timelessness. You are not just physically younger, you are spiritually lighter. And that right there is why you look the way you do. It's not the years you avoided, it's the weight you released. And the universe made sure your face would show it.